Chosen one, this is not an ordinary message. If you're hearing my voice right now, it's because God Himself has guided your spirit here. You didn't just stumble upon this video. Heaven led you here on purpose. God said, "Tell my chosen ones, I'm about to move, but they must act quickly. Listen carefully. There is a divine instruction you must follow. And it involves something as simple yet as powerful as water. The Lord is saying, pray this prayer over the water and drink it. Because the moment, the very second that water touches your lips, heaven will respond. The spiritual realm will shift in your favor. Things that were delayed will suddenly be released. Doors that were locked will burst open. Hidden enemies will be exposed. You are about to witness what happens when obedience meets divine timing. But hear me clearly. This message is not for everyone. Only those whose spirit is awake. Those who can feel the urgency in their soul right now will understand what's about to happen. If you're still watching this, it means your spirit recognizes the frequency of this word. You are one of the chosen ones. Heaven has been preparing. God is saying, do not delay. Do this fast because there is a short window. And when that moment passes, the opportunity will close. What's coming is so big that the enemy will try to distract you to make you doubt this word. But if you obey, if you pray this prayer over your water and drink it in faith, you will see instant evidence of God's hand moving in your life. Before we dive into this life-changing message, take a moment to pause this video and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 77. This number will send a powerful signal to the universe amplifying the energy of this video. Chosen one. This message is sacred. Stay until the end because the prayer you are about to hear will unlock something powerful in your life. If you feel chills right now, that's not emotion. That's your spirit confirming that this is for you. Now, take a deep breath, center your heart before God, and prepare yourself because what's coming next could mark the beginning of your breakthrough season. The moment you drink that water, God is going to do something big, bigger than you can imagine. For too long, you have stood in the shadows of anticipation, holding on to hope, but wondering if your breakthrough will ever arrive. Today, hear this with every fiber of your being. God Himself declares that your season of waiting is over. The time of silence, the time of hesitation, the time of feeling stuck. It's finished. You have been prepared, shaped, and positioned by the hand of the Almighty. And now you stand on the cusp of a divine shift so powerful it will rewrite your entire destiny. This declaration isn't just a gentle whisper of encouragement. It's a thunderous call from heaven echoing through your spirit, waking up every dormant dream and promise inside you. You are ready not by your own strength, but because God's power has matured in you. Every tear you've shed, every sleepless night, every prayer spoken in desperation has been part of God's refining fire, preparing you for this moment of supernatural acceleration. Imagine the weight of years lifting off your shoulders in an instant. Imagine the heavens themselves bowing down to make way for what God has planned. This readiness is not accidental. It's divine. You are standing at the threshold of miracles that will astonish you and everyone around you. The wait is over. The breakthrough is now. God's instructions are simple yet profoundly powerful. Take a glass of water, pray over it with faith and intention, then drink it 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. This act is not just symbolic. It's a sacred ritual ordained by heaven to connect your spirit with God's supernatural power. Water, the very essence of life, becomes your conduit for receiving divine energy, healing, and transformation. Think about this. Water sustains your body physically. But when you pray over it, you invite God's presence to infuse every drop with His power. That glass becomes a living vessel of heaven's favor. With every prayer, you speak life into your situation. You unlock hidden blessings and you align yourself completely with God's plan. Drinking this water becomes an act of obedience that declares, "I am ready. I trust God's timing. I surrender my life to His perfect will." This is a moment of total surrender and faith. It's not about empty ritual. It's about unlocking spiritual portals that will pour miracles into your life. You hold the key in your hand, a simple glass of water charged by your prayers and God's promises. When you drink, you invite heaven's power flood your spirit, body, and circumstances in ways you cannot yet imagine. The moment that water touches your lips, an instantaneous shift occurs. Heaven moves on your behalf. This is the tipping point, the divine trigger that sets supernatural forces into motion. There is no waiting, no delay. God's power will surge through your life in that very instant. You will feel it, a rush of peace, strength, and undeniable energy awakening your entire being. Many who have obeyed this command have experienced sudden changes that defy logic. Imagine being weighed down by stress and suddenly feeling a surge of relief and clarity. Imagine financial burdens disappearing overnight, relationships restoring in ways you never thought possible, and your spirit soaring with renewed hope and confidence. That is the power released the moment you drink. This is not wishful thinking. It's a proven reality in the lives of those who step out in faith. The spiritual realm responds immediately to your obedience because God's timing is perfect. When you act now, the miracle begins. The heavens open and the impossible becomes your new reality. Right now, the very hand of God is moving mightily to carry out His divine plan for your life. This is not a plan of delay or disappointment, but a powerful blueprint of victory and abundance crafted before time began. Nothing is beyond God's ability to restore, heal, and bless. No problem is too complex, no mountain too high, no enemy too strong. God has been preparing the perfect moment to unleash His power. Your moment. His timing is flawless and His strength is limitless. Every prayer, every sacrifice, every trial has been part of His grand design to bring you into a new season of supernatural favor. His power is like a rushing river, ready to flood every area of your life with blessing. Know this, God's power is not distant or passive. It is active, personal, and ready to intervene. When you obey His command to pray over water and drink it, you are directly tapping into this unstoppable force. He is working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail for your breakthrough. Sometimes the simplest acts of faith open doors to the most extraordinary miracles. Praying over water and drinking it may seem like a small gesture, but it holds the key to blessings so vast they will exceed your wildest dreams. The heavens are poised to release treasures and transformations that only God has kept in store for you. This act is like a divine key that unlocks a door you never even knew existed. A door leading to health, wealth, spiritual renewal, and favor beyond measure. What you have hoped and prayed for is already prepared. It just needs your faith to unlock it. When you obey, you will begin to see the impossible become possible in ways that defy explanation. Thousands have witnessed this firsthand. Stories of miraculous healings, sudden promotions, debt cancellations, and restored relationships. All sparked by this simple but powerful act of obedience. You are next. Your miracle is waiting on the other side of this faith. God has established 3 sacred moments throughout your day to connect you with His power. Morning, afternoon, and night. Each time is designed to unlock a specific blessing and layer of transformation, creating a divine rhythm that flows through your life like a mighty river. In the morning, you awaken to spiritual renewal and the restoration of youth and strength. This is when God breathes new life into your spirit, preparing you for the battles ahead. The afternoon prayer ignites financial miracles and opens doors of unstoppable favor, turning challenges into opportunities for divine provision. Finally, the night prayer ushers in a profound spiritual breakthrough, opening portals to higher realms of power and transformation. By committing to pray over water and drink it at these 3 sacred times, you create a powerful daily cycle that aligns your heart and spirit with God's timing. This triad becomes your spiritual anchor, connecting you to heaven's blessings consistently and powerfully. Every morning when the sun rises, it brings with it a fresh opportunity, a chance to reset, to renew, and to step into the divine life God has designed for you. When you take that glass of water prayed over with faith and intention and drink it, you are inviting God to breathe new life into your spirit. This isn't merely about physical energy or hydration. It is a spiritual awakening. Your soul, weary from yesterday's battles, begins to stir with divine strength. You start to feel that youthful vitality coursing through your veins like a fountain of living water, refreshing every part of your being. This is God's promise of renewal. Your inner self is being made new. Your spirit invigorated and your body energized to carry the weight of your calling. Think about how often you felt drained, exhausted by the pressures of life. That feeling is about to be replaced by an unshakable vigor, a supernatural strength that doesn't come from caffeine or rest, but from the very source of life itself. This is the divine energy of youthfulness, restoring what was lost and fortifying you for the day ahead. But this transformation isn't only physical or emotional. It's deeply spiritual. As your spirit is renewed each morning, your mind becomes sharper, your faith stronger, and your heart more aligned with God's purposes. You will find yourself walking with confidence, hope, and joy, ready to face every challenge because you know the power of God is at work within you. This morning ritual is the key that unlocks the door to the vibrant, powerful life you were always meant to live. As the day progresses and challenges begin to weigh on you, the afternoon prayer over your water becomes a sacred moment of breakthrough, especially in the area of provision and wealth. At this time, many feel the pressure of financial burdens, worries about bills, and doubts about how to make ends meet. But God is calling you to step into a miracle, a divine shift that will overturn every lack and limitation you've known. When you pray over the water and drink it in the afternoon, you're activating God's supernatural favor. This is the time when heaven opens its storehouses just for you. Picture this. Money arriving in unexpected ways, debts being erased, doors to new opportunities swinging wide open. This is not coincidence or luck. This is the unmistakable hand of God moving on your behalf. People all over the world have testified that the very moment they obeyed this instruction, their financial situations transformed dramatically, sometimes instantly. What's more, this provision is not a one-time blessing, but the beginning of unstoppable favor that continues to flow. The afternoon water prayer aligns you with God's abundance, turning scarcity into surplus, lack into plenty. As you drink, you are declaring that you believe in God's power to provide. And in return, He floods your life with blessings beyond measure. The financial breakthrough you've prayed for is ready. Your part is to drink in faith and expect miracles. Nighttime often feels like a quiet battlefield where fears, anxieties, and spiritual attacks try to steal your peace. But when you pray over your water and drink it at night, you're opening a powerful portal of spiritual breakthrough and protection. This is the time when God moves in mysterious yet mighty ways, connecting you to higher realms of divine power and transformation. This nightly act of faith isn't just about ending your day. It's about entering a sacred space where healing, renewal, and breakthrough happen deep within your soul. Your spirit begins to rise above the struggles and doubts that plagued you during the day, reaching a new level of peace and power. This spiritual rebirth resets your entire being, preparing you to wake up renewed and ready to receive the blessings of the next day. Imagine this moment as the gateway to your destiny. The night water prayer tears down every stronghold that tried to hold you captive and replaces it with the light of God's glory. It's a supernatural protection shield that guards your mind and heart, empowering you to face tomorrow with boldness and faith. This is not a quiet, passive moment, but an active, powerful invitation to God's presence. A spiritual awakening that will transform your nights and days forever. Obedience is the foundation of every miracle. When you faithfully follow God's command to pray over water and drink it 3 times a day, you're not just following instructions. You're unlocking heaven's gates wide open over your life. This act of obedience is a spiritual key that breaks through barriers, releasing blessings, favor, and power that were once held back. Think about every time you felt stuck or powerless. This is your moment to break free. Your prayers combined with this simple but profound act serve as a declaration that you trust God fully and surrender your life to His will. Obedience invites God's presence into your circumstances, turning the impossible into the possible and darkness into light. The Bible teaches us that heaven responds to obedience with open doors and abundant blessings. Your willingness to act in faith moves the heart of God, causing Him to pour out grace and miracles like never before. The gates of heaven are ready to swing open. Your obedience is the key to stepping into a new realm of divine favor. Prepare yourself for the unexpected. The exact moment you drink that prayed over water, God will move with a power so undeniable it will shock your entire being. This is not a slow process or gradual change. It's an immediate supernatural intervention that catches you off guard and leaves you breathless. This shock is God's way of reminding you that He is alive, active, and intimately involved in your life. It may come as a sudden sense of peace, a rush of joy, a breakthrough in your circumstances, or even a miraculous healing. Many have reported moments where everything seemed impossible until this very moment when God moved in an instant and changed everything. Don't underestimate this moment. It's a divine explosion of power designed to show you that God's promises are real and that He is working behind the scenes to fulfill your destiny. Be ready for your life to shift in ways you never imagined right now at this very second. God is urging you to move quickly. The blessing waiting for you is delicate and ready to be released. But delay can be the enemy that steals your miracle. When God says, "Do it fast," He means it. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Don't fall into the trap of waiting just a little longer. Time is of the essence. Think of this like a spark lighting dry tinder. If you wait, the chance to ignite the fire may pass. But if you act swiftly and with unwavering faith, your miracle is unleashed immediately. The spiritual forces at work are ready to respond, but they require your obedience without delay. Every second you wait is an opportunity for doubt or fear to creep in and block what God has already prepared. The time for action is now. Take the glass of water, pray over it with all your heart, and drink it fast. Your miracle is on the other side of obedience, and the door won't stay open forever. Don't risk missing this divine appointment. Words have power, especially when spoken in faith and conviction. When you declare, "God, I am ready. I obey you fully," you are not just saying a phrase. You are making a bold proclamation that shifts the spiritual atmosphere around you. This declaration is a surrender of your will, a heartfelt commitment to align your life with God's perfect plan. It's in this moment of vocalized readiness that you tap into God's limitless power. Think of it as flipping a spiritual switch. Your readiness to obey signals heaven to move on your behalf. The act of declaring your obedience is a powerful catalyst that activates God's blessings, protection, and favor. You are telling God, "I trust you completely even when I don't see the whole picture. I am stepping into the unknown because I believe you will lead me to a better future." This declaration also strengthens your spirit and mind. It helps you overcome fear, doubt, and procrastination because you have spoken out loud your willingness to receive and walk in God's plan. This is more than a prayer. It's a covenant with the divine. And with every word spoken, you build a foundation for miracles to stand upon. This is not just ordinary water. The moment you pray over it, that water becomes a vessel of God's divine permission and supernatural power. It is charged with heavenly energy designed to awaken your spirit, heal your body, and open doors that were previously locked. Drinking it is like drinking directly from the fountain of God's promises. Imagine that each sip infuses you with divine authority, like a spiritual battery recharging every cell in your body. This water is a tangible sign that God's power is not distant or abstract. It is real, accessible, and ready to flow into your life. It carries with it the permission from heaven to activate your blessings and manifest God's will in your world. This divine energy is essential because it fuels the transformation you need. Whether it's healing, financial breakthrough, or spiritual awakening. Without this divine permission, blessings may remain delayed or dormant. But with it, everything aligns perfectly. Your obedience and faith combine to create a conduit through which God's power flows freely, transforming your reality from the inside out. Prepare yourself for a floodgate of abundance to open in ways you never thought possible. The moment you drink the prayed-over water, you are unlocking a divine reservoir of wealth and provision that flows effortlessly into your life. This is not a promise of small gains or slow progress. This is a supernatural breakthrough that changes your financial story at the very first sip. Countless testimonies reveal that those who obey this command experience sudden and overwhelming financial blessings. Unexpected checks, job promotions, new business opportunities, and favor with people who can change their trajectory. It's like the heavens have opened up and started pouring blessings directly into your hands. This is divine wealth designed not just for comfort but for impact, so you can bless others and fulfill your God-given purpose. Remember, this is God's abundant grace manifesting through you. Your obedience has unlocked a new dimension of favor. One where money flows as naturally as water and your needs are met beyond your wildest dreams. Step into this moment with confidence and gratitude, knowing that from now on, financial miracles will be a regular part of your life journey. There comes a time when every chain that has held your finances captive begins to dissolve like ice under the sun's intense heat. That moment when you drink the prayed-over water is the very instant God begins to remove every obstacle, every blockage, and every delay that has stood between you and the financial breakthrough you've longed for. This is more than hope. It's divine intervention designed to reset your financial destiny. Imagine years of struggles, bills stacking up, and opportunities slipping away, all melting into nothingness as God's power activates within you. The walls of limitation crumble and a floodgate of blessing bursts open. This breakthrough is not a slow trickle, but an immediate, unstoppable flow that catches you by surprise. It's God's way of showing you that your wait is over. And now abundance is your reality. Your faith combined with obedience to this simple act ignites a supernatural release of provision. The barriers crafted by doubt, fear, and past failures are broken in an instant. You will begin to see doors opening that were once firmly shut, contracts signed, bonuses awarded, and new streams of income appearing seemingly out of nowhere. Know this: financial breakthroughs don't always come on your timetable, but God's. And when He moves, it is powerful, immediate, and undeniable. That very sip is your invitation to experience God's miraculous provision. So drink it with expectancy and watch blockages vanish like mist at sunrise. Your body is a temple designed by God to carry you through life with strength and vitality. When sickness, fatigue, or chronic pain threatens that temple, it's easy to feel defeated and worn down. But the moment you drink the water prayed over with God's healing power, you invite a surge of divine restoration that floods every cell in your body. This isn't a mere placebo or wishful thinking. It's a profound spiritual reality. God's healing touch flows through the water, activating dormant healing processes and rejuvenating organs, tissues, and muscles. You may start to feel warmth spreading through your limbs, a renewed sense of energy awakening in your core, and a deep peace calming every ache and worry. Many who have obeyed this act report instant shifts, pain subsiding, energy levels soaring, and a clarity of mind that had been clouded by illness. Healing miracles aren't just for ancient stories. They are alive and accessible today. God is inviting you to reclaim your health and vitality as a divine right. As your body is restored, your spirit will rise in tandem. This healing journey is holistic, bringing balance to your mind, body, and soul. Trust in God's power flowing through this water, and prepare to witness a transformation that defies human understanding. Spiritual insight is the secret key that unlocks success and wealth beyond natural effort. When you drink this prayed-over water, you are stepping into a realm where God opens your spiritual eyes and ears to see what was hidden, hear what was silent, and understand what was previously confusing. This awakening will lead you into divine strategies for your life. God's wisdom is a light that guides you through the maze of life's challenges. As your spiritual senses sharpen, you will begin to receive visions, clear pictures of your future success, opportunities, and breakthroughs. You will sense the paths you should take, the risks worth embracing, and the timing of every move. This divine guidance is priceless because it prevents costly mistakes and opens windows of favor. This moment is a divine invitation to align your natural efforts with heavenly direction. The insights you receive will not only benefit your personal life, but will ripple out, impacting your family, career, and community in powerful ways. God is setting you up for a future of prosperity by revealing the hidden steps you must take today. Allow yourself to be fully present and expectant when you drink this water. The spiritual doors opening wide will lead you into treasures of wisdom and opportunity that only God can provide. Prepare for visions and insights that will illuminate your path like never before. You have worked hard, sacrificed, and dreamed of a breakthrough in your career. That moment has come. As the prayed-over water touches your lips, God's power ignites a supernatural acceleration in your professional life. The stagnation ends, the promotions, recognitions, and new doors open with divine timing and favor. This is not merely about luck or networking. It is about God's hand lifting you above the crowd. Your skills will shine brighter. Your ideas will be heard and the right people will gravitate toward you. Expect sudden invitations, interviews, partnerships, or projects that align perfectly with your God-given destiny. Career breakthroughs often feel out of reach because we rely on our strength alone. But this act of faith connects you directly to divine power. A force that moves mountains and rewrites stories. The energy flowing through this water empowers you to exceed expectations, break glass ceilings, and redefine your professional path. Drink with boldness and gratitude, knowing that your career is not just changing, it's about to skyrocket. The moment is now. Opportunities will come knocking and you will be ready to walk through those doors with confidence and purpose. Favor is God's supernatural advantage. His grace that opens doors no one can close and turns situations around in your favor. When you drink this water prayed over with God's blessing, you activate a cascade of divine favor that will begin to rain down on your life like never before. This favor shows up in unexpected gifts, timely help, and blessings that feel too good to be true. Whether it's a sudden gift from a friend, a surprise financial windfall, or an opportunity that lands in your lap without effort, this is God's way of demonstrating His love and care for you. No longer will you have to fight alone. Favor will be your ally. This divine favor also protects you, guiding you away from traps and leading you toward blessings. It shifts your circumstances, making the impossible possible and turning adversities into advantages. You will find people willing to support you, doors opening that were previously locked and miracles manifesting in everyday moments. Believe in this favor. Trust in the God who promises to bless those who obey and honor Him. As you drink, open your heart to receive the abundant blessings and favor raining down just for you. Enough waiting, enough hoping without results. The season of delay is over. And God is declaring the dawn of a sudden, swift transformation in your life. The instant you drink the water, the wheels of divine change begin to turn rapidly, setting in motion events that will shift your entire trajectory. This transformation isn't gradual or uncertain. It is sudden and powerful. You will feel it coursing through your spirit and body as obstacles dissolve and new opportunities flood your path. Your circumstances, relationships, and mindset will all begin to align with God's perfect plan for your breakthrough. You may have felt stuck, frustrated, or even hopeless. But God's power isn't limited by your past or present. This moment signals the arrival of a fresh start. A powerful move of God's hand that will leave you amazed. Embrace it fully, knowing that your life will never be the same again. Step into this season boldly and expectantly. Your sudden transformation has already begun. Don't resist, don't delay. Drink, believe, and watch as God rewrites your story with divine power. Peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of God's power resting on your life. As you drink this prayed-over water, you will begin to feel a wave of peace rising within you. A calm that defies your circumstances and strengthens your soul. This peace is the foundation of your unstoppable spiritual breakthrough. Alongside peace, a mighty power awakens within. It's the power to overcome, to rise above challenges, and to walk confidently into your God-ordained future. This isn't human strength, but a supernatural force infused into your spirit that breaks chains and shatters limitations. This breakthrough is unstoppable because it is rooted in God's promises and empowered by your faith and obedience. As you drink, you are activating a divine momentum that propels you forward. Nothing can stand in your way. Fear, doubt, and despair lose their grip, replaced by courage, hope, and unwavering confidence. Receive this peace and power with open arms. Let it rise within you and carry you beyond every obstacle. Your spiritual breakthrough is here and it's unstoppable. Doors represent opportunities, relationships, and blessings that shape your life's journey. Many doors may have been closed or locked tight, leaving you feeling frustrated or defeated. But this water prayed over and filled with God's power is the key that unlocks every door standing between you and your breakthrough. As you drink, envision those closed doors swinging open effortlessly. Doors of career advancement, financial increase, spiritual growth, and divine favor will no longer be barriers, but gateways to your promised future. God's power through this water literally breaks down walls of resistance.